Hi, this is Legato Assassin and welcome back to another video. This video is going to be all about music, and in particular what I'm going to do is I'm going to use each round to talk about one specific band. So, from memory, this is quite a long round, so I'm going to talk about this. These bands are going to be quite unknown, not obvious. So, band number one, the Mars Volta. They are a band from the south of America, kind of Texas, El Paso kind of area. They were born out of a band called At the Drive-In, who are kind of a hardcore punk scream band. And the Mars Volta are more kind of, they have an element of that kind of scream punk hardcore. But there's also this really amazing, beautiful element of almost like Pink Floyd, this ethereal kind of atmospheric kind of music. It's very haunting. It's very angular and disturbing. There's some really, as a musician, sorry, it's called we call it atonal music, which means that the music doesn't have a tonal center. It doesn't have a key. Very kind of out there. But they're just insane. I was fortunate enough to go and see them live, and it was a 2-hour show, and there were just moments that, songs went on for about 20 minutes. It's a little bit self-indulgent, but the records that they've kind of held back on the records, and I'm sorry if you can hear a truck driving past. I got the windows open because, again, it's a really nice day here in London. It's really... It's really, once you get into it, you can just kind of lose yourself in it. And there's some moments of, pure balls out rock and roll. There's some really laid back, chilled out kind of moments. It's unique. And the album that you should check out is called Deloused in the Comatorium, and it will always be my top 10 favourite albums forever. So go and check them out. They've got a whole bunch of other albums. That's the album that I would recommend you listen to first if you've not heard them. So band number two, I think this is a really quick round. Band number two, a little bit obvious, but you may have missed them if you're quite young. Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam were born out of the 90s Seattle grunge scene, along with Nirvana and Alice in Chains and Soundgarden. Go and check them out. Okay, round three. Moving on quickly. Blind Melon. Blind Melon were about around the same time as, the Nirvana and Pearl Jam Seattle scene kicked off, but they were very, very different. They were very much southern country rock. They were just phenomenal. As a guitar player, the guitar playing on these albums the guitar playing on this album is just insane. Two different guitarists doing two completely different things, but forming this one amazing, beautiful thing. Songs you should check out: Mouthful of Cavities and No Rain. Check those songs out. Moving on to the next one. Again, they're a big band, but you might have missed them because they kind of disappeared around the mid-90s. Jane's Addiction. Jane's Addiction were very alternative, mixing rock and punk and funk and disco and again, this Pink Floyd kind of thing they had going on. Jimi Hendrix. It was just a melting pot of just great fucking music, and the musicianship from all four of them is just outstanding. Songs that you should check out: Been Caught Stealing, Jane Says, and the Mountain Song. These are all 3 Days as well. That's another great song. My God, there's so many. They're just incredible. The rhythm section. No, it wasn't the rhythm section. It was the guitarist joined the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and it's a little insider knowledge. The guitarist from Jane's Addiction, the drummer from the Foo Fighters, and I believe it was also Flea, the bass player from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, were Alanis Morissette's backing band for a while. Anyway, Jane's Addiction, you should definitely go and check them out. amazing lyrics as well. That's another thing that I mean, all of these bands all have fantastic lyricists. And Perry Farrell, who was the singer from Jane's Addiction, was absolutely no different. He was just very, very thought-provoking, just an interesting use of words and the language, and rhythm section were just tight as. They were just sit in the pocket. So, next round, next band, Tool and or A Perfect Circle. I'm going to put those two together because they're both the kind of the brainchild of James Maynard Keenan. Tool are very much, again, they're a very alternative kind of band, and they fuse a lot of kind of Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin with Pink Floyd. And there was a load of bands around the early 90s that kind of did this, and bands that still do it today. They'll just fuse two amazing bands together and come up with something just new. And Tool were just they were just in a different league. Perfect Circle were a bit more palatable. Their album, the Perfect Circle album, Mer de Norme, is, it's just outstanding. So songs that you should check out from either Tool or A Perfect Circle. From Tool, you should check out Schism. And from Perfect Circle, a song, I never know how to pronounce this, it's called Orestes, or Orestes. It's from the album Mer de Norme. It's a perfect song. And again, lyrics are amazing, rhythm section's incredible. Songs, Tool can be a little bit self-indulgent. What a shitnade. Oh shit, I've got to move on. Carnival, spelt with a K, Carnival. From Australia. I seem to be picking a similar sort of band. These are a very odd band. A lot of really strange time signatures. If you're not a musician, most music is written in a time signature called 4/4, which means there's 4 beats in every bar of music, and it just sounds something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and you get the picture. Carnival use really odd time signatures. They'll use things like 7/4. Or 5/4, or 9/8, just really obscure kind of music. It's kind of, again, it's a bit angular, but it's also really, it's easily to digest. It's not like listening to like far out jazz fusion. There remains an element of pop music, which is always great, and. Yeah, I would recommend checking them out. Songs that you should check out from them: a song called "Simple Boy" and another one called "Umbra." It's you'll do yourself a favour and go and check them out. The last band, this is a band I've only just got into, even though they've been around for ages. So I don't know that much about them, and they're called Coheed and Cambria, drawing elements of real heavy metal, really heavy metal kind of. Very sort of Black Sabbath riffs, very bands like Korn as well. There's a really low end rumble to their music, a rumble. But also there's this flip side of there's like funk music in there as well, and it's just, I don't know how they do it. They've just made it fit. They've somehow managed to get a triangle through a circle. There's some really, really beautiful moments. Songs like The Hard Sell, Dark Side of Me, Here to Mars. Just amazing. That's kind of it. I don't really get they're from the States. I don't really have a lot else on Coheed and Cambria. Just that I'm really enjoying listening to their stuff. So go out and check those bands out. Do it. So I'll read those off again in no particular order: Pearl Jam, The Mars Volta, Blind Melon, Jane's Addiction, Tool or A Perfect Circle, Carnival, and Coheed and Cambria. Go and have a listen to them. At least one of those bands is going to change your life. If you're into rock and roll, it's going to change your life. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. And yeah, man, I will check you on the next video. Thank you for sticking around, and I will catch you guys later. Thank you very much, and goodbye.